Hi, kids. Okay, on this day in film history, for August 24th, we have a double feature from 1990. First up is The Witches, directed by Nicholas Roeg. Great director of one of the most frightening horror films ever, Don't Look Now. Um, this is also a frightening film based on Roald Dahl book. Who was a kid, didn't read Roald Dahl. Who was a kid, didn't see The Witches and get frightened. Maybe if you're too old to be a kid in 1990, I guess. Um, Starring Angelica Houston. Again, Angelica Houston now, even when she's not in The Witches, just frightens me because I'm just permanently frightened from this film. This was originally released the 25th of May in London, but wasn't released stateside till August 24th, partly because of negative test screenings. Maybe it scared too many children. Um, it had an $11 million budget, only made about $15 million at the box office, but critically acclaimed, had a cult following, and burned into the brains of children in 1990. Okay, so you could go see The Witches, or you could go see Darkman. That's much better, right? Directed by Sam Raimi, starring Liam Neeson. This is the first major starring role for Liam Neeson. He had done smaller um, films that he had led across the pond, much smaller budgets. This is the first big film with Liam Neeson in the lead. He is the star, unquestionably. Um, so Raimi made this. He's the writer and director. He made this film, Darkman, because they wouldn't give him the rights to the Shadow. He wanted to make the Shadow. They said no Shadow, and he said Darkman, and they said sure. So he made Darkman instead. He made Darkman between Evil Dead 2. That's the fun one, and Army of the Dead. Also a fun one. But in between, it's Darkman. This film had a $14 million budget, made $48 million at the box office, so it looks like more people went to see Darkman than The Witches. You could just go see both. Okay, let's talk about birthday. 1932, August 24th, of course. Birth of Kenny Baker, born with dwarfism. He's a little person. He is, of course, R2D2. I can talk, I promise. He was also supposed to play Wicket in Return of the Jedi. But he was ill, so we got this guy named Warwick Davis to be Wicket instead. Kenny ended up playing a different Ewok, but not the Ewok. He's in Time Bandits as well. He's also in Willow with Warwick. Labyrinth, Kenny Baker, died in 2016 at the age of 81. Let's go on to another birth. 1960 is the birth of Takeshi Mike, 63. Am I saying that right? Of course, Japanese writer, director, known for sometimes frequently extremely violent films. We're talking Audition, which really takes a turn, kind of like Psycho, almost more. Itchy the Killer, the whole Dead or Alive series, the remake of 13 Assassins. So he is 63 years old today. And then 1998 is the death of E.G. Marshall. What does E.G. stand for? Everybody guess. Not really. He died. He was 84, born in 1914, because that's math apparently, of lung cancer. Mostly best known for playing juror number 4 in 12 Angry Men. He has a resume where he's usually often the head guy, the authority figure. He's played God. He's the president in Superman 2. He has played Joseph Kennedy. He's played Eisenhower. He is the authority figure, E.G. Marshall. And then lastly, 2014 is the death of Richard Attenborough. I know how to say that one. Used to say Attenborough. Lots of people say Attenborough. a British person told me it's Attenborough. So Richard Attenborough, born in 1923, so he died in 2014. He was 90 years old. Producer, actor, a director, many credits. Directed A Bridge Too Far when that all-star cast was really far. Directed Gandhi. Won best picture or best director? Did he beat Spielberg for both in that year? That's the year of E.T., I think. Spielberg got his revenge though by casting him in Jurassic Park, and now everyone just of a certain generation refers to him as John Hammond. Right? Also, a chorus line, Cry Freedom, Chaplin. He was the director on those as well. He's also in The Great Escape and Sand Pebbles, both um, with sorry with Steve McQueen. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, ran out of words. 6 minutes is how as long as I can last. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.